Another solid journal prompt around resistance is, what are you afraid will change if your dream occurs? So, for example, let's say that you are working towards more success in your career and you really want this promotion, but there's a part of you that's also afraid that things will change with your coworkers. Maybe the dynamic will be uncomfortable if you're now their superior when you used to be their friend at the bars on the weekend. Maybe you are afraid of even your dynamic with your spouse. Maybe you will be making more than your spouse now and you're afraid that there's something weird that will go on there. Maybe you're afraid of taking on more work because then it will affect your ability to, spend time with your family or your kids. You'll have to delegate out more. There's always things going on, and things do change when we achieve a dream. Like, that's just the objective way of looking at it. Things will absolutely change. So what are you afraid of deep down that will change? Because only once you look at it can you then make a plan to mitigate the changes. So it could mean having a conversation with your coworkers and just be like, this is kind of awkward for me, or like, how do we not lose what we have but still step into this new dynamic? And just, there can be so much niceness in like naming something instead of just having it be this weird elephant that both of you are seeing in the room but not talking about. You can have a conversation with your spouse and maybe you find they don't even care at all and they love that about you. Maybe you can have the family conversation and be like, here's what we can delegate out so it's not an issue if I'm taking on more work at the office. But just, I think that shame is oftentimes alleviated by naming things and calling them out. So just looking at like, what are you afraid will change? And then either having the conversations or putting the resources in place that will help you navigate that can be great. Maybe you even just get a therapist once a week to offload some of these changes with and just say, here's how I'm feeling. I don't know if this is weird, but here's what I noticed. Is it weird? What am I thinking, about wrong here? That can just be helpful too. Like, you're really just bolstering your own feeling of safety and security in receiving this dream.